Hi everyone, I'm Charlene from Sew Dressmaking and welcome to my latest fabric haul. So today I'm going to be sharing with you this lovely pile of fabrics that I have received recently for the Minerva Makers blog, and I'm going to share with you all the plans that I have. Now if you know me at all, you'll know that these plans can very easily change, but this is what I have set out at the minute, and yeah, I'm really excited to get started on some of these. So first up we have this wool blend coating, very heavy, which is what you want from a coat obviously. So let's see, so it has these lovely brown tones all mixed through it and a bit of a herringbone design. This is the kind of fabric that I have pinned so many times on my Pinterest, and as soon as I seen it I knew I was going to make a coat. I actually don't have a brown coat, I have a camel coloured coat, but I've always wanted a brown one, especially after seeing Sew No65, Rebekah, it's one of my friends. She made a beautiful brown coat recently for Minerva. I'll tag her below and you can head over and see her post as well. But when I seen her brown coat I thought, yeah, definitely need one. So I have 3.5 meters of this and I'm planning on making the I Am Merlin coat. So it is quite an oversized fit, quite like a drop sleeve. It has like a big round collar and is double breasted, and I think it's just going to be perfect for, I love double breasted coats because you can just sort of wrap them around you and get really like snuggled in. So yeah, that is the plans for this one. With this, so the composition is wool and acrylic, so I won't be pre-washing this fabric. I'll maybe give it a quick steam before I use it, but really, as with most coats, if it needs washed it'll be sent to the dry cleaner anyway, so I don't need to worry about pre-washing this one. So that's the plans for this. I'll need to pick up lining for it. I don't think I do have a black, just a plain black lining, which I could use as my backup, but I would quite like to get something that would maybe tie in with all these lovely brown tones. So that is the first fabric. Then next up there's this really cute, let's get it up here, Dashwood Studio cotton poplin fabric, and it has these lovely wee narwhals and wheels on it, and it's absolutely gorgeous, and I love the colours in it. And this one has been pre-washed and all already, and it still has, for cotton poplin, it has quite a nice movement in it, and it's not too thick. This is going to be a dress for my daughter Emily. I'm going to use the Ikatee Couture Anna dress, and yeah, it's like a wee sort of button front and the back has a wrap over, and then there's a nice wee gathered skirt on it. So that is going to be this wee one here, and I think I have 1.2 meters or 1.3 meters in this. I can double check for you, and that's what this one's going to be. And I'll probably get either like a minty turquoise button or a wee pink button or something, just to pull out those colours in it. But I love this fabric and these colours are perfect for her, so yeah, really excited. I'll probably get started on this one soon because she's growing so quickly and needs so many new dresses at the minute, new clothes. So yeah, that's a wee one for her. Then next up I have quite a bit of Lady McElroy, which is, I would say, definitely one of my favourite pattern companies or fabric companies. I have never been disappointed with one of their fabrics. I just think they're all absolutely beautiful. I love them. So the first one here is this stunning cotton lawn, and the colours are they're just so, they've got such a vintage sort of feel to them, nearly a wee bit. I've been looking at a lot of old Erdem collections, and I'll pop a few pictures in, but it has this real vintagey sort of floral print on it, and I think that's probably what drew me to this one. This will probably be a dress. At the minute I'm thinking either a Tilly and the Buttons Indigo or Nina Lee Baker Loo dress, one of those two. So yeah, something with probably big sleeves and a big collar, so just right up my street. So when I had this one sitting out as well, I had ordered some velvet ribbons recently, and I just, when I seen these colours up against it, so obviously not the red, but this green here, that sagey sort of a green, I thought that was really lovely. And the same with this, like sort of a petrol blue colour, I think that's gorgeous. So I'm probably gonna incorporate some sort of velvet ribbon. It might just even be like tied around the neck and a wee bow under the collar. I think that'd be really, really cute. Or again, inspired by Erdem. They had collections there a couple of years ago with all these sort of really vintage florals and lovely velvet bows and brooches, and I love it, absolutely love it. So I have 2.5 meters of this, and really excited to get started on this one, and just absolutely love the colors in this. They're just stunning. You've got the blush pink, and then these teals and greens and pale blues, and then a wee bit of maroon. It's just love it. So that is going to be some form of dress with big collar, big sleeves. Then the next one, so this is a fabric I have been eyeing up for so long. I've always loved it, but just never got it. There's always been probably another fabric that's gotten in my way. So this one is the hydrangea print, and I'm sure you've seen it on so many people already, and I love hydrangea. They were, so my bridesmaids had blue, this sort of a blue hydrangea for my wedding, and I've just always loved them. My nanny and granda had hydrangea bushes in their gardens, so it brings back loads of childhood memories, and I just think they're beautiful. They're just such a lovely flower. So this one is going to be a wrap top with big sleeves. So I'm thinking that I will use the Flor dress and top by Bella Loves Patterns, because it comes with the option of a crop top. It does have ruffles down the front and princess seams, but I'm probably going to leave out the ruffles and just do the princess seams, and because it has a nice fitted bodice, and I know that that bodice works for me. And then I'm just going to add a big sleeve onto it. So it is sleeveless, but I've previously added sleeves onto that pattern, so I know I'll be able to do it. And I just want something really big and dramatic. Obviously, because it's a cotton lawn, it's going to hold a lot of gathers really nicely. If I gather this up here a wee bit and show you, so that will just sit up there with loads of gathers on my sleeve and my shoulder, and I just think it's going to be beautiful. Be perfect paired with a pale denim jean for during the summer and spring, and yeah, absolutely love it. I just think, or even a white denim, I think a white denim would be lovely too. So that's what this one is going to be. It was top of my list. I was so excited to get this one. I just love it so much. That's that. Then this next one here, I wasn't quite sure. I had a vision when I seen it and thought I knew what I was going to make with it, but now that I have it, I'm not so sure. So it's a Lady McElroy brushed cotton viscose, and it has this lovely pale blue check. So it is quite drapey and a wee bit thinner than what I was expecting. If it was a wee bit thicker, I was going to try the Fibre Mood Rya jacket, or Rya jacket, I'm not sure, but I've made it before, and I thought, I've actually seen someone else make it then in like a pale blue check, and I really liked it. So that was what I had initially thought when I seen it, but now that I have it, it's so, I don't think I'll wear a shirt dress in it. I know I won't wear a shirt dress in it, I'll just not, it's just not the right weight for me, but I would have wore a jacket. But it's so soft, so soft. I think I'm going to make a Russian pattern in it by LaForme, and I'll put a picture in so that you can see it. But I've seen a lot of check dresses in this style. It has a V-neck and a dropped shoulder and I think there's a pleat at the front and it just sort of flows out from the bust, and then it has a big sleeve, like a lantern sleeve added on to the drop shoulder. And I think in this it is going to be just lovely. I think it's the kind of dress, it'll be perfect for spring because the brushed cotton, or brushed fabric, it's a cotton viscose, it'll hold that wee bit of heat, but obviously you could wear it without tights, and it would be nice for coming into spring and probably summer too, but at the same time it'll be lovely for layering up during the winter as well with some boots. And I just think it's going to be really, really nice in that style, and it takes out a lot of the hassle of pattern matching to the checks across the front. So that's what I'm going for there. So then next up is, and again this is one that I was really, really excited about, is another Lady McElroy, and it's a Lena Viscose. No, Lena crepe, it's not viscose, I think it's polyester. Double check that for you. But I just love this ditzy floral print. Again, it's very romantic. It has a good weight to it, but still quite a nice drape. And let's see, so if you wanted something gathered in it, it would hold the gathers really well too, I think, but still has a lot of really nice movement there. Yeah, it is, it's polyester. Usually I wouldn't buy a polyester, but this print just called to me. So with this one, I am planning a French pattern company that I have just discovered called Atelier 8 Avril, and there was actually a jacket that someone had seen it and had a really nice statement sleeve, and they shared it with me because they knew I would love it. But then I went and looked through their patterns, and they had a really lovely top and dress pattern. So it comes down, I'll pop a picture in so you can see it as well, but it has like a sort of a crossover V, like a faux wrap at the front, and the same then at the bottom, and a couple of knife plates coming down the front, and then it's like a wrap skirt, but obviously not a wrap, it's all, I think there's a zip and waistband and stuff in it. So the instructions, it is a French pattern, French instructions. So I will hopefully be trying to share the process with you as I go along, because obviously then if any of you want to make it, I can do all the hard work of translating most of it. I've had a look through it and I think it's pretty straightforward for me. I think I'll know what I am doing with it. So I think this is going to be lovely for autumn, winter, and probably bringing it into spring a wee bit too. I can see it paired with a pair of over the knee black boots that I have, a flat pair. I think it'll be lovely with tights, and obviously my chunky biker boots, I'll definitely be wearing it like that. But I can just see, and again I think it would be lovely as well as dressed up a wee bit for a night out if we ever get those again, with a nice wee pair of like blush pink heels. So yeah, I think this is going to just be lovely, and I think the ditzy print won't disrupt the pleats coming down the front too much either. It's a style of pattern that I have been looking for a long time now. I think it's quite hard to find nice, like a v-neck sort of a pattern without going into a wrap dress, and then I have wanted something with that wee bit of like a slit at the front for wearing with, you know, boots and things like that. So I'm really, really excited to try this pattern, and as I say, hopefully I'll be able to film some of the process for you so you can maybe try the pattern too. And then last one is a stretch suiting, again from Lady McElroy, and I'll just get it up here. It is, oh, it's disappeared on me. So the great thing now, I'm sure you have all noticed with Minerva, you can save all your fabrics that you like, and it's really great, it's so handy. Love the new website. It's so much easier to use. So this is a Lady McElroy Sydney stretch suiting fabric, and it is very heavy, well, medium to heavy weight I would say. Has a wee bit of a stretch, it would be more, sorry, stretching the wrong way, be more of a comfort stretch as opposed to like a knitted garment. And again, it has this really lovely floral print on a dark background. So I have two options for this. Well, I have a few options actually, I'm not gonna lie. My initial thought was a Vampire's Wife style dress, which I'm sure if you have followed me over on Instagram, you'll know I'm obsessed with that brand. I think this fabric, because that style is a wee bit more fitted, the stretch in this fabric will lend itself to it really, really well. And then because it has that slightly heavier weight, any sort of statement sleeves or anything you're going to do will really hold their shape. So you can see when it's gathered up there, it does, you know, it'll hold that puff at the top really nicely. So I have a McCall's pattern, which I will link down below, which I've used before for that style of dress. It's the Palmer Pletch tissue fitting pattern, but it just has loads of details in it to get a really good fit. So I would use that as my base and then alter the sleeves and add a ruffle and all that sort of thing onto it. Again, I have my ribbon here, which I could use to maybe highlight some of the colours. I think that pink would be lovely with it, for wee bits of added detail. So that's one option. The other option is maybe a jumpsuit. I think a jumpsuit in this, again, because it has that wee bit of stretch, it would be lovely, but I'm very conscious of when I would wear these things, because obviously, well, hopefully things are going to start getting a wee bit better next year. We'll have a few more opportunities to get out. But I think with the dress, I'm more likely to wear that with boots during the day and a jacket, whereas the jumpsuit, I don't know if I would be as inclined to wear that every day. And then my other option would be a blazer and trousers, so like a trouser suit. I have 3 meters of this, so I could probably get a pair of slim fit trousers and a crop jacket out of it, which I think, again, I think that would be lovely too. I would definitely get a lot of wear out of the jacket, obviously, and then the trousers as well would be nice with like a chunky knit, but then I don't know. So this will probably be one of the last ones out of this bunch that I get around to, unless some inspiration strikes me from somewhere. What would you make with it if you're watching this? Tell me what you would make with it if you had this fabric. It is beautiful, the colour is just lovely, the print is stunning. So that is my latest Minerva fabric haul for the Minerva Makers blog. Obviously all these fabrics have been provided in exchange for a blog and for all the content on their website. Yeah, I would say I will be starting with this. Will be definitely one of the first ones, and then Emily's wee dress as well, and then we'll see where we go from there. I've got so much to keep me busy. I'm so excited about all of these fabrics, they're just so lovely. And yeah, if you have any comments, obviously leave them down below. If you have any ideas of what you would do with some of the fabrics, let me know as well. I'm always looking for new inspiration. So that's everything from me today. I need to start getting all of these washed. It's a good day today, so that's probably a good opportunity for me to get some of them out drying. I am wearing a Just Patterns Tyra tee today in an organic cotton, and my Monsal lounge pants are having a bit of a lazy day, a cozy day here today, so I just wanted my sweats on and to be comfortable. So I hope you are all having a lovely day, and I will catch up with you all soon. Bye.